So today we're taking a look at this Haines 32. Now this of course is a big river cruiser, a very capable vessel, and one of the vessels that I'm probably most excited to show you. I think if we have a little walk around you can see how big this boat really is. We'll keep walking, Ooh, bit of a rocky pontoon. So looking back on this boat, you can see that this has side access, it also has stern access and access on the other side as well. This means that there's many ways to get on and off this boat, whether you're berthing or you're getting on and off to moorings in different locations. It's very easy to get on and around this boat. Also very easy access to things like your water, your pump out and your rinse out. It's all here. And over here we have the same. We have your diesel tank, you have your pump out and your rinse out there as well. Very easy to gain access to everything you need to. And it's also just at waist level. So we've just walked up the side and now we are in the cockpit. Now for a river boat, this is actually quite a large this is quite a large cockpit. Not only is the visibility absolutely fantastic, in fact if I just sit down at the helm, you'll see the visibility out. It's awesome, but obviously these canopies also fold down. Now in terms of manoeuvrability, of course this is single engine, but you also have a bow and stern thruster and this absolutely lovely wheel. Very stylish. Now if I just turn round, I've had to start recording again down in the saloon. Sorry, the noise was just, it was impossible for you to hear me. So coming down here into the saloon, you've got this lovely seating here. And if I just slowly turn around, you've also got some seating here as well. Then of course, walking down, we'll start off at the bow of the boat and then we'll go to the stern after. And you'll have to excuse a little bit of darkness in here. We just have these shades over the front. And coming down into the galley, we have an oven and we also have a hob just here. Now this is gas, so this all operates on gas. And of course we have a fridge down here, which is just propped open to obviously stop mold and mildew and all of that nasty stuff. Now in terms of storage in here, there is absolutely tons of the stuff. The quality of these Haines boats is really good. Yeah, very nice. And of course we also have a microwave there, and we've also got two sinks. So we've got like a shallower draining sink there, more of a draining board, and then of course we have a bigger sink here. Now we are going to put that back in properly. There we go. Then we're going to turn around, and directly opposite the galley you have the day heads. So just open this, and then going in here, of course we have quite a large sink for a boat. And of course we have the heads down there with a manual flush. You can see everything's been winterized and properly cared for. Windows have also been left slightly ajar on this boat so you don't get any like nasty smells. And to be honest, it doesn't smell of anything in this boat, which is exactly what you want. Of course we have a shower in here as well, and we have the drainage in the floor. Also heated towel rails, lovely feature to have, especially when you use your boat a lot in the winter. You know, the toilets tend to become a bit of a hot box for those, but it's lovely. Also these door handles are proper stuff. Now moving forward into the VIP, so this is a very reasonable size, and of course there's an infill to go in here, so your bed will basically fill this whole space. Now there is a blind up here. I mean, this room is not suffering for light in any way, but if you wanted more light, I guess you could pull that back, and there you go. It's very light in here, and we still have some curtains shut. Now in terms of storage, we have a little hanging locker here. Now of course most of this room is bed. Let me just, oh, that's very nice. I'm a big fan of that. That's lovely. And then we've got another hanging locker over the other side. To be honest, that's all you really need in here. You've got some storage down here as well. These push buttons are, well, exquisite, I think is the right word to use. And I think yes, there's also some access underneath the mattress as well. For a cabin for a couple or even some kids, this is brilliant. Obviously, this can be 2 separate beds if you've got your kids staying on board. If you've got your friends coming on board for a weekend, you can put the infill in. Yeah, absolutely lovely. Also, proper light switches. Big fan of that. Right. Now, because I'm nosy, I always like to have a little gander inside the bilges. So let's have a little look. Storage, and lots of it. Do these steps lift? That's usually, yes, they do. And I'm not sure what you'd use that for. Maybe a bin? Maybe? You guys will have to let me know what would you use that for. Drop it in the comments. Now this is where I want to move midships to talk about some of the stuff that we've got in here technology wise. So we have a full Pioneer sound system and the speakers throughout the boat, but also we have an Eberspacher heating system, which of course these are tried and tested, they're brilliant little systems. Then down here, going down, we have the manual bilge. So this is if, worst case scenario, your bilge pump stops working. There's a little stick you can put in there and manually pump your bilges. Hopefully you never need to do it, but it's there as a backup. Now turning around to this area once again, you can see down here there's this little lip. This is so you can put an infill on there, and of course this turns into a bed as well. Now this bit's a little bit nerdy, but it's worth knowing. This area here, you can undo this and you can pull this down, and it gives you back end access to the helm, so you can fix anything if anything breaks. It's just easy access rather than having to rip apart your whole helm station. Right, now we're going to get to probably the pièce de résistance of this boat, which is of course the master cabin. Now this, bearing in mind there is a blind shut over there, there's a blind shut over there, and we only have these ones open, this is a very light and airy space. This here is a very comfortable sized bed. You'd easily sleep a couple on here for a week, if not longer. And of course we also have a 3/4 height mirror, and of course some little stools in here as well, which of course you can put up into your saloon if you want to have more guests sat around the table. Now let me just turn around. We have a mirror there, and also we have separate heating controls for in here as well through the Eberspacher system. And as far as makeup tables go on a 32-foot boat, I think that's rather good, especially with the tilt mirror. And of course this brings us round to the ensuite, because yes, it's a 32-foot boat with 2 toilets. Once again we have the heated towel rail, we have the shower, and of course we have a sink and also some space next to the sink to put your soaps and stuff. Now this toilet is an electric flush toilet, which is different from the other one. And of course the seacocks are closed at the moment, so it's saying not to flush these. We also have the shaving sockets over there. But yeah, this is, I think the only time you'd struggle for space in here is maybe if you're over 6 foot, maybe the head height might be a bit difficult, but as much as I like to think I am, I most certainly am not. Right, and we're going to go back out into the saloon. This is such a lovely space. Of course, this opens up here, so this just slides back, but at the moment there's an external cover over this, so you can't really see anything if I open it. But if you think with this open, these covers off, this will be, well, I mean, luxury is defined by light and space, isn't it? And this has a ton of it. Now let's head back up to the cockpit. So coming back up to the cockpit, the visibility out here is lovely. This is a really stable vessel as well. I've noticed we've got a bit of like water movement in the marina today. There's a few boats that are moving a bit all over the place, but this is as sturdy as anything. It's a properly built boat. Now the last thing I want to point out before we leave this boat is something very important. You'll see over here we've got these little toggle latches. You'll see here we have like a little strut, and we also have these little latches here. This is so this whole area here can be flattened back and kind of folded back over, so you can get under some of the lower bridges. Now normally you'd go to your location, you'd set this up, and this is probably where you'd keep your boat. But if you do need to transport the boat, and get to some more complicated marinas or locations, you have the ability to reduce the height of this boat to get into various marinas or into certain bridges. So yeah, just thought you should know that. It's a question that commonly comes up with boats of certain heights. People tend not to put them on rivers because of their height. Well, you don't really need to worry with this because it's built to accommodate that. Still, always check your height. Another little thing as well, we've got a heating vent there, so you don't get like a fogged up windscreen or anything like that. This boat is absolutely lovely. I think it's, if you're looking for a proper family boat or a couple's boat to enjoy some time on, this has got to be up there, surely. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe. The more of you guys subscribe and like these videos, the more boats I can go and take a look at and show you guys. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in this boat, it is linked down below and it's in the pinned comment. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.